Hi guys, Miss Beffa here. I've got a new co-teacher with me. Her name is Shelly. Say hi, Shelly. Hi. All right. Well, we just wanted to show you the new learning activity that I posted on Canvas for you to do. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go into Canvas and you're going to go all the way down to the last module in there, and you're going to click on a spin on narrative writing. All right, so it's a discussion board, and once you open it up, it'll explain to you what you're going to do in the discussion. It's called a spin on narrative writing for a reason. It's a play on words, if you didn't catch it yet. Let's have some fun creating narratives based on the things that we've learned about this year. You may want to do a quick review of irony, notice that's a link, archetypes, also a link, and literary devices before you get started. So basically, this is like your pre-step. You prepare by going back and reviewing these things because you're going to have to use them in your narrative. The spin, there's play on words again, on this assignment is that you will let the wheel decide what type of irony, archetypes, and literary devices you use. Step one, open this document. It's a link, click on it. Once you do that, as usual, you're going to have to go to File and then make a copy. That's going to allow you to edit the document. So you want to keep this document open. Let me exit out of the template so that I'm not writing on that. Okay, you want to keep this document open, and you want to have your tab to the Canvas discussion assignment as well. So it says spin the wheels below and record your results on the document. Keep this tab open and the document tab open. I already showed you that. So first, let's start with irony. So let's spin the wheel and see what kind of irony we're going to put in our story. So I got verbal irony. So what I would do is I'd come back over here to my document and I would type in, verbal irony. And then I'm going to come back over here and spin for a character archetype. Ooh, I got a hero. So I'm going to put a hero here. Okay. Setting archetype. Make sure that you go back and review these because each of these has its own meaning in the story. And so a lot of times I see people just throwing in their setting archetype and it not really relating to the meaning that that archetype normally has. So make sure you review that and you understand what that's supposed to mean in the story. But I got a river, so I'm going to go over here and put in river. Okay, and then on the last one, literary devices, I'm going to spin twice because I want to use two literary devices. So once, personification, twice, flashback. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put personification and flashback. All right. Now, once I have my types of irony, my archetypes, and my literary devices determined, the next step is to start planning. So the easiest way to plan your story is to create a plot diagram. That'll help you make sure that you have all the elements of a story in there and that you've planned them out. So there's a link here that says click here if you need some help with that, and it will take you to an editable plot diagram. But as always, in able to edit it, you have to go to File, wait for it to load, File, make a copy, entire presentation, say OK. And now you can edit the parts of your plot diagram. So all of the red boxes where it says type here, those are the boxes that you can type in and edit and fill out your plot diagram. So that's your planning portion. So you should take some time to plan your narrative before you start writing it. And this is a tool that can help you do that. You also are going to want to think about how are you going to incorporate these elements that you spun on the wheel. So however you want to plan that out, you're going to want to plan it before you get started writing. After you've completed your plot diagram, then you're going to go to watch the dialogue video. We talked about dialogue a little bit before we left, but it's basically a conversation between characters, and there are certain punctuation rules that apply. So, and narratives always have dialogue in them. So you should have dialogue in your narrative. Remember, we said narrative is just a story, so that's what you're doing. You're writing a story, and you're going to put dialogue in it because it's a narrative. After you have watched the dialogue video, then you're going to write your story. You can either do it right here on this doc, or if you want to have your own new blank doc, you can do that as well. Once you have written your narrative, you want to go through the drafting process. So you want to take some time to make sure that it is done correctly. Look over it yourself, maybe have a friend look over it. You can email it to them. You can share the document with them so they can make comments on it, things like that. Because before you submit it for everybody to see, you want to make sure that you've done it correctly and you don't have a bunch of mistakes. After you've had somebody look over it, you looked over it yourself, then you're going to copy and paste it to the discussion board. So you're going to go back to where we originally started, back here on the discussion board, and you're going to post your reply. Now, don't type in this little box here. Everybody likes to type there. It doesn't work. Don't do it. Click down here on reply, and then a bigger box is going to open up. That's where you want to copy and paste your story. Another really cool thing is that you can do it like a podcast, and you could read your story. If you go here to record or upload media, let's look at that. So, oh, there I am again. I'm on here twice. Or you could just do, I don't know if your student Chromebooks will let you do that. So you might have to do just sound, and that's okay too. So you could read it and then upload it, or you could use something else to read it, and then if you save the file, you can select the audio file through here. So that's just another cool way that you could share it if you want to read it. Anyway, you'll paste your story here, and then you'll hit post reply. Then you'll be able to see everybody else's stories. You won't be able to see other people's stories until you have participated by writing a story of your own. And from there, you'll be able to read them and comment on them, and we can have fun reading each other's stories and guessing what archetypes they got, what types of irony they got, and what literary devices they used. So people should be able to figure them out by reading your story, what you spun on the wheel, and they should be able to guess those. So after we've posted our stories, we'll have fun reading each other's and guessing what they used. All right, so hopefully you'll participate in this and have fun doing it. See you later.